All right, and we're back a couple days later, and right there is what we needed. 659-00007. Pleasantly surprised that my dealer did have it in stock, so it made me happy. I got there and I was like, whoa, holy crap. Boots took good care of me. Of course, I called first before I went over just to make sure. And then, you know, she verified. She said, yeah, we're supposed to have 8 in stock. So she went and pulled one before I even drove over there because it's a good 20-minute drive. So, all right. So now I think we can proceed here with installing this new pipe. Let's just make sure these are going to do the trick here. Yep, very good. As you remember in the first part of this video, I wasn't sure because this didn't come with any of the hardware that was necessary to put a stock style pipe back on the bike. So I do have my Allen head fasteners here. I want to say they were like a 5/16, I think. So in any case, we got our clamp. So I'm going to take this plug out now. Let's remove that. Now the clamp you want towards the back. Let me see if I can make sure you guys can see this. You want it towards the back and then facing down. So you'll go up under here to tighten it down. Okay, if it's cocked a little bit, that's fine too. It can be off to the side, but this is how they want it. They want it basically in this position right here, like this. So I guess this way it shouldn't hit anything. So that's what we're after. So first thing I'm going to do is I want to put the clamp over the muffler. And then the next bit of business is that fancy gasket that was required for the job. So that goes inside the pipe like that. So what we're going to do is slide this on carefully, like so. All right. And then we're going to line up the bottom. Let's get it in place here to where our holes are. And that looks like it right there. And we'll get these bolts started. Come on. There we go. Get them started. Come on. So that's one. Let's get this other one started. And that's right here. Come here. Get lined up here. Again, I always start these things by hand. Let me find my... Where are you? There you go. Let's get this started by hand here. And of course, not as warm as it was when I started. A little bit chilly out today. So all we're doing here is we're running these in by hand, but they're not tight yet. Because what we have to do is we need to make sure that the pipe is forward. Let me loosen this a little bit. Loosen this a little bit. And then that's as far forward as it can go. So now we're going to rotate our clamp. And what happens is on the edge of the pipe you have cuts that are shaped like this. The clamp is supposed to be just over them. Not beyond them, but just over them. So right about there is the position that it's going to be, and then we'll run that bolt down. Actually, we are going to have to cock that to be able to get a socket on it. But yeah, that should work. So again, you're going to be lined up. Let's see if I can get you in here, show you what I'm talking about. So your clamp, you see the grooves in the pipe. So this is supposed to be just lined up with that right there. So this way the edge of it goes right to the edge of the grooves, top and bottom. And then that way you're good to go. So make sure it's straight. And then we'll run that down. And those are, it's a 9/16. So we're going to run this down. Get this started here anyway. Should have brought out my, what you call it, my, it's still in place, correct? Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I want to snug up these back ones a little bit to stop this from rotating now. So, just enough to hold it in place so we can do that clamp, and then we'll come back and snug up the back ones. So, now that pipe's not going to move. So now we'll finish running this clamp to where it starts tightening. And then we'll get the torque wrench. So torque on this clamp is 38 to 43 foot-pounds. And I am going to set the torque wrench, usually try to go right in the middle. So I'm going to set it for 41 is where I'm going to set it. And then we'll torque that down. And let's see, we'll go here. Come on, baby. You don't realize how tight that is until you start putting some torque on it. Okay. Make sure I didn't screw that up, right? Yeah, that's 40. Yeah, that's 40 foot-pounds, so we're good. Come on, baby. Get on there. Well, am I gonna have to grab the deep well? That's what my problem is. I'm running out of space now. So I'm gonna grab the deep 9/16 because we're running up the clamp there. Okay. Gotta be getting close. Come on, baby. Where are you? There it is. Okay. So there's that. Now, next order of business is going to be the back bolts. And they are 119 to 144 inch-pounds. So I'm going to take them to, I think, 130, 132. And for that process, I actually use a beam style. I have a beam style torque wrench. I prefer to use the beam style wherever I can. So let's see where we're at. Ways to go there. Come on. I want to rotate back and forth between the two of them. So that's what I'm looking for. Come back here. Get this one. Okay. A little more on this one. That's good. Double check here. Get in a position where I can see it. There we go. And right there. Okay. So that's on. And that's all there is to it other than the heat shield, which I have to put together now. Let me grab that. And all that's done with is a band clamp. So they actually wanted to install this before you put the muffler on, and I don't see why. I don't think it's going to be in the way of putting it on, installing it with the muffler in place. I mean, it's a simple band clamp, worm clamp. So it should be able to get on there without a problem. So we'll see right now. So there's right there. That's the shield. And that rides like this, is what they want that to do right there. So we're going to see what we got. And we got to run it through. There's a little channel there that it has to run through. So we're going to see where we're at here. All right, let's see. Actually, I think do they want that underneath? I don't think they want that underneath the shield, do they? They might want that like that, maybe. I don't know. But that's right up against the pipe. I would think that would cause a vibration. Let me see. All right, I'm going to take a quick time out and see if they want that over, if they want it this way, or if they want it like this, which is probably going to be this way. It's probably why they want it, but that should slide under there. If we pull that out, see, that'll go right there. So we can get that, but again, it's right up against the pipe. It's up against the heat shield, and I would think we'll get like a tinny vibrating noise out of it, you know? So I'm going to stop you right here for a minute. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so they want it to go this way. So it definitely doesn't ride. It can't go like that. They must want it to ride underneath the bell like that. So, all right, let's see what we got. Get a little bit of space here. See, now that's the problem. That actually runs over the clamp installed the way they want it. That's actually, that band clamp goes over this clamp. So I don't know. Now, if it's running this way, running like that, I got room to get to where the worm drive is. When it's like this, it actually lines up with this clamp. There's no way. So the papers inside show it like this, but that can't be right because there's no way it's going to fit. It has to go like that. It has to, in order for it to line up properly. I mean, it's got to go like that. So, which is very weird, unless their instructions were printed backwards. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Because like I said, it doesn't, the clamp, again, if I put this bell portion here where they want it, this is lined up with the clamp. I don't think I can come back far enough to clear that. Let's see. Where's the channel? See if I can feel it. Maybe I can make it just clear. Possibly, but I'm not too sure. All right, let's see what we got. We're gonna try the way they want it first and see what we got. So again, you run that through that channel like so. All right, so now what I'm going to do is stretch it over the pipe like that, and then see if we can run that back like that, and do I have enough room to make it clear? So I might, it looks like it'll just clear, possibly. Let me get this wound up here. We can get this started. Get the worm clamp. If I get the worm clamp started here, maybe we can run it where they want it to be. Let's see. Like that. And once I tighten that down, maybe it'll clear. All right, let me get a screwdriver here. Actually, I'll get a socket. It looks to be a 1/4 or 5/16. See what we got. Let's see what the head of that is. And we'll try it. See where we're at. Yep. Definitely not that. Come on. All right, let's see. This one. All right, that's what we need right there. All right, let me start running this down. And pop that back in place, like so. Hold that like that. Now let's run this down. see where we're at. All right, I guess that's okay. Yeah, once we snug it up, that shouldn't, yeah, so that's tight now. That's tight in between the front heat shield and the supplied mid heat shield. And that's nice and tight up against the pipe. So that's how they want it. That's how we'll do it. But as you can see, you don't need to install this before you put the pipe on. So the pipe's on, nothing scratched, slid up underneath there without a problem. It's ready to rock. So all we got left now is a test fire. And then I'm going to end up having to retort these things after we get a heat cycle on it. Just check it now, see if it, yeah, it's stretched a little bit. Let's check these. Yep, that's stretched a little. Very good. Okay, so that's all done. Everything's done, that's done. Make sure this is tight. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Very good. All right, and that is it. It's not that hard of a job, as you can tell. Didn't take long at all to do it off and on. Took longer for me to go hunt down the clamp than it did to actually do it. So, all right, I'm going to add the before and after sound at the end of this video. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if this video has helped you out. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, I'm back again. We'll add this to the tail of the video. Always clean your fingerprints off of your pipes before you start, okay? They will burn in and you'll have permanent fingerprints on the chrome if you don't do this. So make sure you wipe down your new pipe before you start the bike. Get this wiped off here. Okay. I always like to use Glass Plus. To me, it does a better job cleaning it off. All right, let's get another cloth here to work with. Finish getting the Glass Plus off. You know, it's so damp today. This bike is filthy too. I didn't get a chance to wash it before the weather really changed on me. So when it comes out of hibernation, I might take it tomorrow because it has been pouring down rain and pretty much all of our salt is off the road now. I had to go out today to go get the clamp and I saw that there was no salt left on the highways. So, all right, very good. So that's that. And then all I have left is saddlebag and then we'll do a quick start up for the end of the video. All right, so once again, don't forget to wipe it down. Glass Plus, get your fingerprints off. Even though I use gloves, I don't know who packed it. They could have fingerprints on it too. And then don't forget, if you're in the central New Jersey area, eastern PA, I have that TAILGUNNER muffler. I'm going to wipe that down. That is for sale. If you're anybody that's into that sort of thing, you know, it's not my cup of tea. So this should be more like it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is what the TAILGUNNER sounds like. Okay. And we'll get an after with the Cobra on there. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. Definitely cold. Freezing out here again today. Okay, we'll be back in a while with a after. Alrighty.